Welcome back to the Charismatic Voice. There is something so appealing about connecting with another person over their first time listen to your favorite song. So, I'm always honest with you about whether or not it is my first time. I've been told that I've heard this song in films like Forrest Gump and Tropic Thunder, but I couldn't hum the tune to you, and when I looked over the lyrics, they did not seem familiar. So, I think this is at least going to feel like my first time listen ever. Let's get to it. But first, a quick word from the sponsor for today's video. I just Googled myself, and it disgusts me how much of my personal information that I thought I had kept private was actually available online. The online world is anything but safe, and no matter how careful you are, data brokers can still get a hold of and sell your information to scammers and spammers and anyone else with nefarious intentions. Your full name, your email, your home address, health records, your relatives, it's all out there. That's why I've been using Aura, the sponsor for today's video. Aura shows me which data brokers are selling my information and then automatically submits opt-out requests on my behalf. Aura has literally removed hundreds of instances of my data being sold. Check out all of these automatic opt-outs that Aura found and submitted. Since I've started using them, I have received less junk email. Thank goodness. I've also added to Aura additional email addresses and other information so that I can get even more protection. Aura protects me from things like hackers who could use this information to get access to my social media accounts, bank accounts, and much more. Plus, it has other features like antivirus, VPN, password management, identity theft insurance, and even parental controls, all in one app. Having all these features in just one place makes Aura affordable and convenient, which makes me more likely to continue protecting myself. Aura is always on, always vigilant. I'll get texts and emails when something has gone awry, and Aura will automatically lock anything sensitive down. This gives me peace of mind so that I can focus on more awesome things like music and being a mom. I highly recommend Aura to any of you who value your privacy. For those of you in the US, I'm going to be linking to a free 2-week trial in the description below. You can sign up and immediately see who is selling your deets and put a stop to it. Go to https://aura.com/charismatic voice to get your free trial. Now, let's enjoy some peace of mind and music at the same time. Whoa. Talk about a force right from the get-go. Wow. And also I just realized how short this song is. I'm looking at the timer here thinking, no, that's going to be way too short. We're going to go back a lot. So we'll make up for it. Okay. The initial sound here feels perfect for a film. So I can understand why it would be associated with a lot of different films. It's got this sort of down-home feeling, but adventure at the same time. Just perfect. I'm curious if when it's been placed in films, do they often include the vocal or do they just take the instrumental track? Because a lot of times companies will separate the instrumental and the vocal. Though with a song that I think is as famous as this one, that might be like a faux pas. So I'm not sure. It probably had the vocal in it and I maybe just dropped way down in the actual volume. When John Fogerty gets going, oh my God, like I've only just discovered his voice and holy cow, he's like got so much bottled up inside. Oh, he's like hot sauce. Okay, we're gonna go back. We're gonna talk about maybe what kind of hot sauce soon. All right. So down homey. I swear that picture. Where are we? Where is it? Come back. Come back. There we go. That looks like something straight out of my hometown. Those mountains in the background and that train and the crossing, that feels like home. This song feels like home. It's weird. That, this is hilarious. I'm sorry. There we go. I feel fairly sure that my dad still has this pickup but in blue, and I keep trying to persuade him to get rid of it because I think it shouldn't be on the road. It isn't fit to drive anymore. Anyhow, this song, it speaks to me. I feel weirdly seen. Maybe not that part. That doesn't look like home growing up. But, I'm sorry, I'm stopping so much, you guys. I'm so sorry. But this part, the climbing in trees and jumping into lakes, yep. That was my childhood. Grew up on an orchard on a lake. Yeah, that was one of the main things we did. Like as kids, it would run off and have a nice afternoon. We would go jump in a lake off of a tree or go cliff jumping in rivers, which probably was more dangerous than I recognized at the time.
Some folks are born made to wave the flag. Ooh, they're red, white, and blue. And when the band plays hail to the chief, ooh, they point the cannon at you. No, it ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no senator song. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate wrong. No. Some folks are born silver spoon in hand. Lord, don't they help themselves, y'all? But when the tax man comes to the door, Lord, the house looking like a rummage sale, yes. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no millionaire son.
Wow. The lyrics punch, and the way he delivers them punches extra. This, combine it with the visuals as well. It is an outcry against the unfairness of drafting for war. I've read a little bit about the times around this song and just the outrage of the public against the Vietnamese War, of course. But wow, this is simultaneously a cry against the unfairness and a celebration of the just being a person, of having a joyful, down home upbringing. It's wow. I feel in all of the imagery at first, and I kept thinking, oh, I identify with that. I identify with that. That feels like home to me, right? This, I feel like, was designed to make people identify and say, I feel like that. I feel like that. Oh, there are people elsewhere that don't have the same equality that get out of a draft. I can understand why the feeling of inclusion in this group simultaneously brings outrage. Holy cow.
Point the cannon at you, Lord. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't
Look at the way here. The clips of this are so fast. The way that she looks, I think this is just ketchup, right? Oh my gosh, I hate ketchup so much. Maybe I'm not American in that. I would have done it in mustard, though. I love that Heinz yellow mustard. I mean, I love stone ground more because I've maybe gotten fancy after visiting Germany. But I ate mustard on all the things you're supposed to eat ketchup growing up. I was all the mustard. I would have done this in mustard and licked my finger off. You bet. She has such a smile. There's joy in this, right? That's that inclusion, the feeling of you're a part of this too. I'm shocked by how they've made it simultaneously upbeat and outraged.
It ain't me. I ain't no senator song. It ain't
Dancing.
me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate wrong. No. Some folks are born silver spoon in hand. Lord, don't they help themselves, y'all?
love his vocal delivery. John Fogerty is just delightful to listen to. I love the extra rasp that he brings into his sound, the sass that just seems to pervade every single phrase, every single moment. It's like he can't let go of a note without adding in a little extra John Fogerty nod at the end. There's his little nod. Seriously, that was like 4 different endings of phrases, and each one he did something at the end to just nod to you, like yo, this is fun. I like singing, but also be outraged. Fail.
It ain't me.
Eee.
It ain't me.
Eee.
I ain't no millionaire son.
Son, no.
It ain't me.
Right?
It ain't me.
Oh, that last one. That sounded like it might have actually been a clean ending. 1 in 5.
It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one.
Nope, I lied. He still had a little breakdown at the end of it. His endings are just wild and fun every single time, and they all sound so different.
It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no millionaire son. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate
Wow. They have just hit their audience so well. It's funny. I do lots of reading and digging and learning how to be better at what I do here on YouTube. I want to connect with people about how awesome music is, about how awesome voice is, and get you excited about voice science along with me. All right. It is really important, I think, to connect with your audience and know who that audience is. Oh my word. They put it right there. They're like, I am the 99%. CCR said, we're going to target the 99%. And they just nailed it. I'm shocked. Wow. Wow. Like working class, just everyday life, pictures from it. But within those pictures, somebody's going to find something like I did at the very beginning and say, that's me. But it ain't me, the fortunate one. Although I feel extremely fortunate, I have to say. But in case you guys wondered, I grew up on an orchard. I mentioned that lake there. It was a small orchard. Like the kind of orchards that don't survive today because they make no money. I was homeschooled for a portion of my younger years. I'm really fortunate that I have incredibly loving parents, but it was not a glamorous upbringing. And in case you also wondered, how is it that Elizabeth hasn't ever heard this in that younger age? Well, it's because I grew up on a lot of music at church. A lot of classical music. My mother was a piano teacher and voice teacher, so of course I grew up on that. That was what I loved the most. I did a little bit of a cappella singing in a trio in high school. Loved them so much. But overall, it's like it's very wholesome and honestly a little bit sheltered, I think a lot of people would consider, because I grew up on a farm, right? The big city had 60,000 people. I grew up outside of that city. So I just really relate to this video. I bet you guys are relating with me. Oh. Yeah. Like Washington. language was that I just saw? I feel like, here we go. Is that Chinese? That's awesome. I love that within I might be wrong on that. I love that um within this video, it's representing, I think, a lot of different people from America, right? It's a protest video, but it I was really excited when it featured some indigenous cultures, especially because I think sometimes when people think American, they don't really include all of the cultures that make up America. It's a very, very diverse place, and I think that it's important to recognize that. And I'm actually really surprised that they did this. It seems very forward thinking for that time, and I'm delighted that they did. Really cool. Oh, back just a little bit.
I ain't no fortunate one. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one.
He has so much power in his
It ain't
voice.
me. It ain't me. I ain't no fortunate son.
Wow. I wouldn't mind if this song was twice as long. I feel like we could have quite a few extra verses, but at the same time, it's so effective as it is because I want to go back and listen to it again and again and again and again and again and again. So please let me know in comments below what song you would put on repeat over and over. And while you're putting that comment in, I will put over here a playlist for you of songs I have put on repeat. May you fall more in love with music every day. Mwah.